Hi, everybody. Robin Hyatt here. Let's see if I can move this over a little bit. I am talking to you with no makeup on, no hair done. It's one of those stay at home weekends. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about why I chose to channel Amy Winehouse because I was working on that painting. I realized the painting was turning into her. And then I realized she wanted to speak, and I wasn't going to do celebrities anymore. I felt like I was done with it, but they come forward. I felt her heart's good. She just had a huge misguided life. So I just want you to know that, let me see if I can turn this, that I chose to channel her. The first channeling is on here, part one, and she's actually, if you could have wiped away all the alcohol, drugs, and this kind of bogus personality that she pretended she had, she's actually quite a fun young woman and a good young woman. She just didn't know it. She couldn't see it. She didn't have any guidance to it. And she did have a mental disorder that you're going to see and hear about on the second channeling. Sorry, I have my window open, so if you hear cars go by, I apologize for that. Just like Kurt Cobain, her and Kurt Cobain are kind of hanging out. I think he brought her forward to talk, and because they're kind of a common denominator. I think she died younger than he did. She was only 27, and she was just on a destructive path. And let me see if I can close this window. So I'm just like Kurt Cobain, he wrote a few lyrics, and she did too. She did this to me last night. So I'm going to read this to you. So this is because she wrote a lot of her songs, and she wanted me to write this. And so this is totally her. And then I'm going to play the segment of her for part two. So this is her writing through me. The day the moon bled is the day I was found dead in my bed. Are you really going to let me die? It is justice, but don't tell me why. It's a relief. I do not cry. The day the moon bled in the midnight sky. Crackle, pop, and blow Joe. Crazy, but I had to go. I screamed crazies looking down on me. My body did not move. I could not see. The moon turned red. I died on the bed. I screamed crazies. It was just a dream. It's all gone black. It's all a dream. Let me go and set me free. Let me rest. Let me be. I cried crazies. No, excuse me. I screamed crazies looking down on me. So that was written by her last night. And we did this channeling session. Hopefully you can hear this. Give me a second here. Turn it on. Then I did another channeling session I'm going to post here of the Elohims. So it's interesting. I'm bouncing back and forth between her and the Elohims. So this is just 12 minutes. To you of Amy Winehouse, I've got to get this channeling done. She has such a deep sadness, a deep depression. The depression is almost crippling that I'm feeling today, and I've got to get her out and back to normal. And this depression is so heavy. It just is making me exhausted, like I want to go to bed. And I think this is her spirit that she was combating in life. I think this was hereditary. I don't think she had multiple personalities. I know they've said that before. I believe she was psychic. And she brought in darkness to her instead of light. And because she had a certain
intuitiveness, but she brought the darkness in, which made it heavy, 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 and she combated it with self-harm, with drugs, and she couldn't get the drugs because I think they took the drugs away from her, or they were trying to, then that's when she drank. Because people around her were saying no to drugs, so I think that's why she married the man she did, because she could get the drugs through him, and they had a common bond of drugging. But that did not last, because when you're under influence like that, you do not make the correct choices. And so it just was. They divorced, but it wasn't for the reasons you think. There's more to it. So don't judge her. This darkness is just a part of her. That's hereditary. Her childhood was non-conforming, I keep hearing, non-existing. Basically, it takes a village to raise a child, and she kind of had to have that village because her parents were not capable of the capacity of parenting that entailed a parent, or her mother was unable to parent because she had this crippling disease also. And I think her grandmother took care of her more, and then her friends and their families, extended families, helped. And a girl loves her father. There's always a special bond between daughter and father, as in there's a special bond between mothers and sons. Okay. I'm here again. Thank you, Robin, for those words, for they're true. I am so lucky that I had the time I had upon this earth, that I could sing the way I wanted to. I was so lucky. But I did not escape many things, as you explained fairly. I was a product of my environment, and you don't know how to cope. You just have to go through it the best you can, and it ended up killing me, which is sad. I was so young, and I was so miserable, and it was out of my control. I wish I would have taken the help that was offered me, but I did not, because I thought it would change me, and I didn't want to be changed. I wanted to stay the way I was. I wanted to do what I wanted to do. That was wrong. I see that now. I have learned many things. I've seen souls around me as they beckon to me. They love me. I feel the love coming from them, and they want me to draw near to them. I will. I have to do this one last thing. I have to talk to you. I have to tell you that Do not judge me so badly, please. I know my career shows lots of things that I did. Lots of mistakes were in front of millions of people. Please do not judge me so badly. I love you. I will always love you, and please love me. I need your love now more than ever. I love this vessel, this channeler. She's so sweet, good, and kind, to offer me her body and her voice, that I may talk to you now and tell you the things I want to say. And actually a lot of it that I want to say is feelings. Feelings of repair, understanding. I have seen many things on this side, and they're beautiful, and they're giving, and they're loving, and it's full of light, and it makes your body feel light, and good, and warm, and sound. I see now that I had lots of problems in my mind. Many people don't know that my depression came from a bipolar situation. And I self-medicated, and it got stronger and stronger and stronger. And then you become an addict. And your body has needs, desires, and wants. I did work hard in my career, I want you to know that, and I love to perform. I loved videos, I love to do the videos, much more than I did in performance in real life. I got shy, nervous, almost to the point of throwing up, so I had to be wasted before I could perform in front of you, because it just was so frightening. I was so little. I was a little girl, and there's those waves of people staring at me, and if I sang off key or forgot the words, you'd know it. That frightened me so that I had to get wasted, so I didn't care. I didn't know how to love. I didn't have the love. I didn't know how to love. I respected my dad. I respected him so. He was my anchor. When he left me and Mum, I was lost, but we got on again and became the same as we were before. I don't want to talk too much about my family life because it was difficult. But many of you have the same kind of family life, and you do not turn out like me. That's okay. That's okay. I'm glad. But I had the disease, the bipolar. Know that. I'll come back, you know. It's in time. Not now. But in time I'll come back, you know. I have more to learn, and I remember the life that I had, and I want to sing again. I love my voice. I love to sing. I'm glad you like it, because I love to do it. I'm going to leave you now. I have a lot to learn. I have many people waiting for me now. I'm going to go to them and learn from them so I can be better next time. I want to do it better with more love and light not the darkness that I put into my soul. I couldn't get it out. I just couldn't get it out. But don't judge me. Please don't judge me. Understand me. And maybe do it better if you have the same problem. Do it better than I did. The world's gonna be okay. You're going through a time now, and it's going to take time before you can get better, but it will, and stronger. People like this vessel will be there to strengthen the souls that seek her. Listen to them, for they have the knowledge given to them, and they give it freely to you. What a treat. What a blessing. I must go. I am so happy now. I lift my soul, and it is in light. So know this. Goodbye all. I love you. Much kisses and hugs forever and ever and ever.
I just loved her on that second channeling session. Usually, people that have crossed over that have had a bad, um, how do I say, addictive personality, when I channel them the first time, they bring out all the sadness and heartache and the repetitive living that they have. And then if I go back in, let it rest for a day, and go back in and talk to them, they have changed. And Kurt Cobain was that way too. I didn't post Kurt Cobain's first channeling session because it was so sporadic, and he talked so fast, and it was just crazy. And then when I went back in and talked to him the next day, he was more calm. He saw things more clearer. And so I love this channeling session. I loved her because you could see that she's full of light now, and love and happiness. So I want to read this one more time to you. She wants me to read this one more time. And just imagine her with her blues soul song singing this to you. The day the moon bled is the day I was found dead in my bed. Are you really going to let me die? It is justice, but don't tell me why. It's a relief. I do not cry. The day the moon bled in the midnight sky. Crackle, pop, blow, Joe, crazy, but I had to go. I screamed crazies looking down on me. My body did not move, or I could not see. The moon turned red. I died on the bed. I screamed crazies. It was just a dream. It's all gone black. It's all a dream. Let me go and set me free. Let me rest. Let me be. I screamed crazies looking down on me. Amy Winehart, fabulous young girl. And as I say before, judgment is a man-made word. I don't care what the Bible says, but judgment, I've heard from the ancients, is something that shouldn't be in our vocabulary. So just know that she needed help. She came forward and I was able, and we were able to work together to release. I felt her darkness, and that darkness was crippling. Some people's minds, I don't know about the bipolar, but some people's minds just have this darkness attached to them. And if they don't know how to get help to get rid of that darkness, life is miserable. And even though you had something that God gave you that you could have done good with, she could have had a life of pleasure, great music, um, fortitude, and she could have done a lot of good stuff with the money that she had to help others, and that would have made her happy. But she didn't get enough time. She didn't have enough time to get to that place, get to that reparative place. So I want you to know that I'm really thankful for this whatever I have, that I can speak to many different spirits, souls. I am selective, and I do get leery talking to people like Amy and Kurt Cobain that have addiction, because it's not something that's ever been in my life. And but I'm kind of learning from them and growing from them. As they're learning from me, I'm learning from them. And if you see up here, it says crystals and readings at the top right. I have readings that I do. And I want you to know, every reading that I do, I feel like I make a best friend out of that person. I grow and learn and attain from each reading that I am blessed with to give to you. I do have a reading where I do channel, and I channel your higher self, or I just channel your guide, or whoever wants to come forward to give you information. And it's pretty spectacular. I only do 3 a month because it takes a while, and I do work a full-time job. But I am blessed to do this for you. So if you want a channeling session, you guys are home now, you have some time, and so if you want one, then I am more than happy to do that. I only do 3 a month, and so let me know and just click on that link and I'll take you to where you need to go. So peace out. We're going to do another channeling session. I decided last night I wanted to also talk to. I had someone ask me if I could channel Jesus Christ, and I can't. I don't need to, because Jesus is always with me, and all I have to do is ask, and He will give to me and you. And so, what came forward instead was the Elohim, and the Elohims are plural. Elohim is plural, and they are a source that helps the God source. And so they kind of, you talk through them just like Jesus, and they take it to Heavenly Father. So I have a channeling session on that. That is really interesting. They did give me some information that I don't know if I want to put out there yet on some stuff going on that I had almost like a remote viewing I went into yesterday, and I saw something that I didn't want to see or know. So I'm not sure if I'm going to play that, because I'm not sure if you guys are ready to hear it. I don't think I was ready to hear it. I didn't quite understand it. And it's a cruel thing that a country is doing to attain souls. So peace out. I love you. And just listen to this. I mean, she is so different on the second one than she was on the first one. So you guys have a good day. Love you. Sorry I have no makeup or hair done. It's kind of turning out to be how my weekends are going. So see you later. Bye. Peace out.